First Europa League game against Sion. I want 5 wins minimum from this group. I'm in the Europa because of this goal. Edouard and Close have scored before. I was losing 2-1. Kevin De Bruyne. They had Everton in their group last year. First game 5-0. And after the Sion it was 3-0 Everton. They drew with Vitória Guimarães, where I sent Jamal Lowe. Third season they did the same. Fourth season they got a win against Genk away, who are also in the group. They have Fitzpatrick from Norwich. He's never played for them, he's been at Partick Thistle 21 times, 3 goals. Panico has 91 pace, so he could make me panic. Adrian from the Leeds player. He's played 38 games, 14 goals for them, but he's not a Vi on loan. He did this against Derby County in a 2-0 win. Woohoo's is there. Johnny Russell tackled him. Only 62 jumping. Armani, he looks decent. Demaku, 59 pace. Ziopis, 77. Nasivas, Banner, Angor, or Gardel. And then Montero in goal. They signed him this season, 6'5". He's making his debut apparently. If they didn't sign him, it would be him. And got Alex Song here. Saw him last episode. 24 stamina. Hopefully he comes on. He wouldn't last a minute if I started him. And there's 2 Brazilians here. Fortune. He might be the Southend one. And they don't have Gurgic and Ruiz, 81 pace. I think he's their highest rated player. No, it's not Armani. They sacked 9 players last month for not taking a pay cut due to coronavirus. Adixon, Juru, both former Arsenal. Kasami, who scored that goal against Crystal Palace for Fulham. I signed him in a Watford career FIFA 17. I think he also went to Forest. Seydou Doumbia, Kouassi, Manjani, Fashionetti, Sok, and then Doi, who's here. So Kasami went to Lecce, and then Sok went to El Wada. They got notified through WhatsApp. They can play that instead.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box for complete coverage is Lee Dixon. We've got the first match of this group stage in the Europa League to bring you tonight. It's Sion up against Portsmouth.
Well, it's exciting times in the Europa League. All starts here. One of these teams could be going all the way, you never know. Important to get off to a good start.
the 8th out of 10th in Swiss League. I didn't check the Swiss League last year, so I don't know where they finished. And I have my second team out. I have Brighton at home next, I think.
Not everybody can play in the Champions League, and certainly the Europa League fills that spot.
This is how it looks for the home side. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
I like their badge. I've used it on my team before. The kit's not great. Their actual stadium is like this.
Close on the ball. Curtis.
Quadra. It took 4 minutes. Don't shush them. They're Swiss farmers.
And that's his job, the linesman. Give those tight offside decisions and get them right.
Widdowson.
Close on the ball.
Quadra.
Then close.
Quadra. Sims. 2-0. And we start padding against these. I do want to embarrass them, by the way. I want 8.
Portsmouth have been totally controlling possession, and all of their team are enjoying this performance. That's why they're winning. That's why they're one of the best teams.
It's there for him.
3-0. With Chelsea in the Europa League last year, I beat these Italian teams like 7-1, 6-0, like Inter, Lazio and that. So give me the ball. Sims, 4-0, 28. See off this. Fitzpatrick. Don't do it. In that Newcastle Arsenal game, 4-4, weren't Arsenal 4-0 up in 28 minutes? Close. Over for the hat trick. He can get it. 2 hat tricks in a row. Last one was Dennis against Liverpool. What a goal for the hat trick. So who's getting the match ball? He missed again. Now he's off. Song. They can now be called FC Sion.
In the middle. It looks promising.
7-1. Same as Germany versus Brazil. They'll beat me at a Fram Park now. 7-1. A lot of editing to do again. It went Codra Sims, and then Codra and Sims. Spurs beat Austria away and 6-0 away as well. Brighton next, the only game on Sunday. Shouldn't Spurs be playing on Sunday as well? Also Chelsea in the Europa League. Brighton beat Cardiff 2-1, and their last game they drew 1-0 with Bournemouth. High 1 City, 3-0 Arsenal, left on top. They sold Valverde to Watford. A week before Watford sold them Jiku, the centre back. And then they sold Zagadou to Juventus. And then the fourth biggest deal just happened. 89 rated. The striker at the moment is Caccione. Their team's a bit of a mess to start. I'm going with the formation that got me promoted to the Prem. It was the aim I've had before at Leicester. Webster, former player, so was Matt Clark, he went to Hamburg. Neto from Barca, still 84 somehow. Beluta, Richarlison, still right mid. Basuma, who's on the shortlist, signed him before at Benevento in Italy. Benson Manuel signed him at Bristol City, was trash. He had 5 goals then. Ben Rama from Brentford, and then Ruiz from Barcelona. Decent player. And then Morata, who scored 2 at the Amex and 1 at Fratton Park. Their bench has Musa Sissoko, 35, Sonny Martz, Tilly in the Brighton career, he scored against Real Madrid. In the last minute, the score was like 5-4 to take me through. I don't even think I recorded it. Burn, 2 right backs. I want to mention this guy. Is a video I watched today. Capcom Tom's Ultimate Team series. It's very good, but not when Uncle Fish is on it, the white hat guy.
Because I'll get no go anyway. Go for your centre mid. Which one? Right centre mid. Okay. Do they play in... Actually, no. Are they Uruguayan? They are. Do they play in La Liga? No. I'm going to say, have you used Osla? Olaza, sorry. Olaza, no, I don't.
Do they play in La Liga? No. And then he says Alaza, who plays for Celta Vigo in La Liga. What a clown. I went straight to the comments. My game restarted itself, so the results have changed. It's just West Ham getting a point instead. Hopefully their team is the same bench. Put Verena's in this time. And then I have Cameron Hill on the bench. 4-star weak foot. Finishing. His potential was probably 86. Lucky I screenshotted it. Four minutes later. It keeps restarting after I go on YouTube. That normally doesn't happen. And it's not so Watford can beat Everton. Southampton got a draw with Arsenal. And then Newcastle beat Cardiff 6-0. I couldn't beat Cardiff. Alaza can go on the bench this time. Legendary half 1, 22nd of September 2024.
usual, warm welcome to you all. Nice to have you with us. We're at Portsmouth, Clatton Park, the famous old football ground on the south coast of England. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is alongside me as usual.
After this, I'll play both teams' second team.
It's Portsmouth, and they take on
This is
Brighton.
away in the Carabao Cup.
Well, we've got a couple of teams here that their strengths are attacking, no doubt about it. So I'm sure they'll be going at each other very quickly.
I'm 90% certain I played against Richarlison last time. They got him from Leverkusen in January. With FIFA, the gameplay is the worst it's ever been, mainly online, but I don't want the game to break. FIFA's the only game I have on Xbox One. Without FIFA 13 on the Wii and the 2014 World Cup game, I probably wouldn't like football. Ask me 8 years ago if I would be mad about football when talking about football on YouTube. If there was no FIFA, it would be GTA and PES. Maybe horror games, because I did Saw once. And then the graphics on PES are shy, and I don't really know the controls. The normal looks small. It's a good player though. Benson, Fossey. What a ball. Both Rangers players. And then the Celtic player scores. Scored.
And the away team want to make a change. He's confident with the ball, guiding it through the defenders.
Scored. It's the same as last time, them two.
Return pass.
And that's all.
Make the play well.
Clear the ball.
Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition.
Penalty. Solly March.
He's just telling off explaining to him why he's given
He
the
can
penalty
take
kick.
it.
No sign of a card here. Yeah, one or two of the opposition waving.
It went in.
Penalty.
3-2. I don't see it as a rivalry, but they want one. Could have gone top if I won 3 or 4-0. Another Carabao Cup. Southampton, Plymouth, Middlesbrough. Cardiff getting smashed again. I checked their team and they have no injuries. Those players are in bad form. Inland 2, 4-0 West Ham, 6-1 Leicester. One change for me from that 7-1 win. Pocanoli's in because they had a Pocanoli, so the screamer, a free kick against QPR away. His first name was Sebastian, a left back. And for them, Malacca, Tilly, Malumbi, he plays for Millwall. That March goal against Millwall, funny. David Martin. There's Martin. Ostergaard. Von. He plays for Metz. Alazar. Maximiano. He plays for Sporting. Webster's there, some of their better players. Sissoko. My Pokémon is 6'5", centre back, right back. I think he's from Belgium.
Sussex by the sea, always an inviting prospect. Welcome everyone to the Amex Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box is Lee Dixon. And live action coming up from the Carabao Cup. It's Brighton and Hove Albion.
It was 2-2 last time.
Well, I do love my league.
It's got my first Premier League goal here. There's Edward, and then Middleton, and then Morale with 2. I think they equalised late. My next team, West Ham, have Shane Duffy. He went there on a free transfer. People are saying put him in team of the season. It was John Egan, the Irish centre back, in there. Edward got 1. I voted for him. Hopefully Stoic fans vote. Anyway, Brian's EFL Cups last 4 seasons. Season 1, round 3 2-1 versus Southampton, and round 4 3-0 Newcastle. Season 2, round 2, Palace 3-1. Season 3 I didn't show, but they didn't get to the quarters. Season 4, round 3, 3-0 Liverpool. It's the other way round. Round 3, Brian 1-0 West Brom. And round 3, 3-0 Liverpool. Round 4. There's another season I lost track. And it's also late. 4-0 Chelsea. I lost to United 2-0 at home. And in round 2 I beat Grimsby 4-1. Corner.
Deflected behind, corner forthcoming. Well, you never quite know who's going to dominate a game in advance, but I think you can maybe make an argument for this fellow. Lee, what do you think we'll see from him?
JR off the line from Seddon. He gave the corner away.
Looks promising this. And the cross
Alazar. It's a good ball. 1-0 down again. I wasn't 1-0 down last time. He's very happy to score in a Carabao Cup round 3 match. Mancini, Codra, Sims. If you could see my face right now. Edouard did something similar against Liverpool when Salah got a hat-trick. Nearly half-time. Codra against Ostergaard, he has 80 pace. He doesn't have 97 though. Swear to God if he missed. Did miss, you know what I mean. And he didn't get a V-band. March. Saved it. It's not going in. Richarlison. And he scored. I'm not watching that. Saved it.
Really high quality save. Well, it's all about concentration. Goalkeepers can go so long without doing anything. Look at that stretch. And I think there's been a goal in the City game.
From
Carl can finish
who
it.
made a
That's another
mistake.
goal for Manchester City. 8 minutes mid. 4-0. Thank you, Alan McAnally.
Harrison. Pen.
Oh, it's a penalty.
It's run again.
And at this late stage too, an opportunity for
Don't need to have a
level matters.
pause in between.
He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope. Yeah, he knows exactly
Harrison came
where
on
he
for
stands.
Codger.
The referee how he's told him off there. No yellow
Hill
card,
can play
certainly
centre
knows what the
mids.
referee's thinking.
I have a bad feeling about this. Seems it's 83. Told you.
Fans here, Derek, they've just kept their noses in front, and these fans are doing their.
And that's all. What a save.
Will it happen this time? March. And the referee.
Richarlison again.
The defender's just unable to stay with it, and he's having a field day.
3-1. The ending was like Watford versus Leicester playoff semi-final. It wasn't straight away though, it was 6 minutes. And Knocker is at Brighton on loan at Fulham. You know, Southampton, they got Watford. West Ham away. Nathan Holland's playing because he scored in their only home win against Watford. 2-0 win. He scored 2. Lost our weak foot. Potter's playing. He got 2 against Cardiff and a 2-1 win, and in their last game against Bournemouth. I think he's been at Sheffield United on here before. Rose Mendes, who they got from Burnley in about January last year. David Brooks from Bournemouth. A Jetty up front who I've wanted before. Let's play a Montiel, 91 pace. Mason Holgate, new. Benkovic from Bristol City slash Leicester. He's also been at Celtic. So, and then Roberts from Swansea. He scored against City away 4-1. Also have Long, who I think's new. Jensen from Brentford. Politano. Haxada, Bristol City Graham legend. Got to 90. Shane Duffy. Last time they had Fevo as captain. He went to Man City. I played against him in the Community Shield. Jamal Lewis went to Roma, the left back. And then KR Balde Diao up front. I think the day after he went to Bologna.
And hello from the stadium that was the main venue for the 2012 Olympics here in the English capital.
I went to the Paralympics.
I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary position by Lee Dixon. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League. It's West Ham United up against Portsmouth. Well, thank you, Derek.
It was so hard here last time. Couldn't do a lot. I did beat them 3-0 at home though.
We could get goals today, Derek. Well, we know how troublesome he can be on the pitch, but what should we expect from him today, Lee? Well, every defender goes into the game not wanting 3 goals.
This season, in their other home games, they lost 3-0 to Wolves and Man United. Edward, shoot, goal. Hawks, Dennis against Holgate. I want to sweat this. Middleton. Straight to Edwards. Vinicius Jr. Hawks. Holgate. Middleton. Go on. 3-0 already. When was I 3-0 up in the Sion match? That's Dennis.
Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there. He's got to clatter it away. Straight down the throat of the opposition, and he takes on the shot, and it's gone in.
Disgrace.
Now David Brooks. And Brooks in possession.
Politano.
And Politano with it. A highly
Good ball.
purposeful attack this.
3-2 now.
Not quite yet. Still
Don't be an Istanbul comeback. That's happened before. Watford versus Leeds, where Emiliano Sala scored the equaliser. Some stamina. Who it's gone over the bar. The guy that's been injured all season for Bournemouth. 3-2. Imagine if their third shot went in. Top 8 is close. Still need to sort out my defence. Genk at home now in season 1. They went out to Victoria Paulsen. Third in season 2. Third in season 3 on head-to-head. Third again. They beat Sion 4-0. I'll probably mention that when I was mentioning Sion. Last season, third again. And they're third right now after losing to the Tess 2-0 at home. They were also in the qualifying and playoff rounds, 7-1 against a Danish team. And in this round, they beat Viterbo 3-1 in the first leg. I couldn't find out how many goals they scored in the second. I think they're Romanian. It looks like they didn't score or they sold the player. Similar shirts with the triangles and the Nike. That would be a good kit if all those sponsors left. They can play in that. They want to have him. He's quick. He'll be back for the away game, which is the last one in the group. It's in December after Southampton. Leicester 55 rated left back. Anyone else? No, Baranov. These definitely should be getting second in the group. Vitesse only have that Barca right winger that's in team this season, most consistent role, Francisco and Xiao something. They have Samata in online head-to-head seasons. I used him at Aston Villa against Ajax. He got 4 goals and 2 assists. I'm not going to put the highlights in. But the 95 pace, 23-year-old, Hainan, captain. Bongonda, heard his name before. The team is really good. Pearson from Luton, maybe not that good then. Diana Juni signed this season. Got him in goal, 6'2". This guy has 43 pace, probably from the Brazilian League, so it's a fake player. He can play centre back as well. This guy's name is Hervé Assemblonga. Could be related to Brits, a regional. If he comes on, I hope he's not nude on the pitch. It's a Peggy 3 game. 6'6".
Hello and a warm welcome from the English South Coast. This has always been an atmospheric venue, Fratton Park. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. And we've got Europa League group stage action to look forward to this evening. It's Portsmouth facing
Europa League back at Fratton Park. They had it in 2008 when they played teams like Himalayas, AC Milan and Heavenreen. They also played teams like Wolfsburg and Braga away. I think it was different then. It's called the UEFA Cup. Against Milan they were 2-0 up, and then Ronaldinho and Inzaghi. That was in the 92nd minute. Inzaghi, Cabal and Kanu. Cabal Watford legend. Players that they've had, it's insane. Leon Bailey, Benteke, Sander Berger, Benzema Manuel, Boetius, Carrasco, Castells, Colli, Courtois, De Bruyne, the 4, Giannis Hadji, Kabasele, Koulibaly, Malinkovic, Savic, I didn't know that, Ndidi, Origi, Matt Ryan, Samata, Trossard, Unel, and Van den Boer, who Chris Kamara didn't know he got sent off. And Dennis had an ankle injury when Rouge played him away on March the 1st. He's never scored against them. And Ox is playing because he has 3 against them this season. I think they're all outside the box. Samata made it 1-1 at Anfield, but he scored in Genk, but was offside.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment.
What a tackle.
Looking move, easy on the
Quadra.
eye, but nothing there. Tremendous ball played through. Can they convert? It must go in, surely.
Dennis scores against them now.
The opener in this game. Well, keep it tight, that's what both managers would have been saying. Firing it towards
Blocked.
goal. Got to it easily, the keeper. Getting news of a goal in the Chelsea game.
Trying to get that. Goalkeeper assist. McGill did that against Liverpool. 4 sims actually. And we control who I want. It's too late now. 3-1.
Just what the doctor ordered. Things looking very bright for them now with this buffer. McAnally. It's the second goal for the visitors. 56 minutes, please. Beautifully weighted ball.
Scored Bongondo.
Fantastic.
Codro.
Been close. A real opening now. Well, it's all going so
11 goals in Europe already.
Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes. And that's an important intervention. Well, visionary passing. Well, not quite. Giving it a try.
4-3.
Scored not once, but twice. They simply cannot. They've lost it. It has to be.
Made a bad pass.
And quite the comeback from 2 goals down. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position.
Sims. 5-4.
We adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no, there's another chance. And there it is, back in the net. It looks like the winner.
In the words of Unai Emery, I prefer to win 5-4 than win 1-0. Trying to recreate Portsmouth 7-4 Reading. Liverpool vs Norwich was a 5-4 when Alana scored right at the end. So Groff did this in the 89th. "39 goals in 6 games, including Liverpool away last episodes." It's going to be goals in that with Harry Kane there. 2-0 last time, Edouard. Kane missed a penalty. 3-1 to Sion. It's been 17 goals in my 2 European games. "9-0 for them. 6-0 against Austria. I'm not going to say the rest because I don't know it. It's there. I was looking at the scores and fixtures. "6-0 Monaco. Then it's got September Player of the Month. My front 3 were on there, and then Serge, Gnabry,